presents America's favorite family comedy, The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family. Here is Ozzie, who plays the part of Ozzie Nelson. And, of course, his lovely wife, Harriet, as Harriet Nelson. The older of the Nelson boys, David, appears as David Nelson. And his younger brother, the irrepressible Ricky, played by Ricky Nelson. The Nelsons' next-door neighbor, Thorny, is played by Don DeFore.
Hi, Pop. Hi, Mom.
Good morning, Dave. Where's Rick?
He was with me a minute ago.
Ricky!
I'm coming.
Come on, breakfast is just about ready.
How do you like that? The darn television set's busted again.
I thought I told you not to watch television before breakfast.
I can't watch it now, that's for sure.
Well, I'll call the repairman right after breakfast.
Yeah, but he probably won't be here till tomorrow.
Well, he'll come as soon as he can. Sure, he can do without television for one night. We'll find something to do.
Well, David has some Shakespeare to read tonight, haven't you, David?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good for you. What are you going to read?
Hamlet.
Well, that's a wise selection.
Oh, thanks, Pop. Our teacher made it.
Hamlet is possibly the greatest play ever written. It's the goal of all Shakespearean actors. The title role is the longest role in the theater.
Yes, sir. That's what our English teacher told us, too.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
I know that part, Pop. That's when they're out in the graveyard and Hamlet picks up this old skull.
Please, David, I'm eating.
Ricky, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, Shakespeare was the world's greatest playwright. His works are known the world over.
I think he's a little corny myself.
I don't see anything corny about him.
Oh, no? What about that Hamlet? Guys talking themselves about committing suicide, walking through graveyards, picking up old skulls. It just isn't commercial.
Are you kidding? This play's only been a hit for 200 years.
You'll never regret studying Shakespeare, Dave. Some of the immortal bard's lines will live forever. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of trouble, and by opposing, end them.
Well, that's quite a memory you've got there.
Oh, thanks. I learned that in high school. It's one of those things you never forget. You know, like how to swim or your first date.
That's right.
To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub.
Well, actually, I didn't pay enough attention to Shakespeare when I was in high school.
Heck, why bother with Shakespeare when you had Pop?
I think they were in slightly different age groups.
You know, Harriet, I don't think I fully appreciated the old bard myself at the time.
Well, I think that's true of most young people. They just don't seem to get enough out of the plays.
Well, that's because they don't have the understanding or maturity.
I guess we're pretty dull, huh?
Speak for yourself, Horatio.
Well, it isn't a question of being dull. It's just that Shakespeare requires a little application and patience and study if you want to really appreciate his works.
It's a little difficult to read, though. Somebody read it to me, I wouldn't mind.
Hey, that's an idea.
What's that?
Well, as long as our television set isn't working, why don't we put on our own production here tonight?
Yeah. How about This Is Your Life, Ricky Nelson?
I have a better idea. You asked for it, Ricky Nelson.
I'm really serious about this. We could all take turns reading the different parts. We'll make Hamlet come to life right here in our living room.
When do you figure on doing this?
Tonight?
Suppose we already have something to do.
Like what?
Well, if you let me make a few phone calls, I'll sure dig up something.
Relax, will you? Pop's serious about this.
Well, I don't want to sound like I'm forcing you into anything, but I know you'll enjoy it.
I'm sure we will, dear.
Well, then we'll consider it a date, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Holy smokes.
What's the matter with you?
Sounds like we're all going steady.
Hi, Oz. Just coming over to see you.
How now, Thornberry? How goest thou?
Wait a minute, Oz, don't tell me. David's studying Shakespeare.
Yeah. How'd you guess? My stentorian tones?
No, not exactly.
My classic gestures, perhaps?
Nope.
Well, how'd you guess?
My boy Will's in David's English class.
You know, it brought back a lot of pleasant memories when I heard the boys were studying Hamlet.
Well, Latvia didn't. I never could get interested in that stuff.
Oh, really, Thorny? It's really wonderful. It's part of a liberal education.
Well, I'll probably get around to reading it again one of these days.
See, I have an idea. Why don't you come over to our house tonight? We're going to read Hamlet in our living room.
Oh, not tonight, Oz.
Well, yeah, why not?
Well, we're trying to get up a little poker game for tonight. That's why I was coming over to see you. Gee, you gotta come.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't, Thorny. See, I promised the family, and we're all looking forward to it.
Well, we're looking forward to having you play a little poker with us.
Well, it's very nice, but I'm not much of a poker player.
I know. That's why we're looking forward to it. We want to teach you some of the finer points of the game, Oz. The hard way, of course. Should be a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds very interesting. I wish you'd told me about it before.
Well, we just thought of it a few minutes ago. Doc Williams is going to be there, too. You could ask him about the trouble you're having with that football knee.
Well, it has been bothering me lately. But, gee, I'm sorry, Thorny. As I say, we've made these arrangements to read Shakespeare, and I just can't go back on my word.
Ah, she can read Shakespeare anytime. He's been around for a couple 100 years. He's not going anywhere.
I know, but a promise is a promise.
Okay, Oz, but you're going to miss out on a very interesting evening. Playing cards, jokes, laughs, good fellowship. You're not going to let William Shakespeare come between you and culture, are you? Listen, Oz, you leave everything to me. I'll figure out some way to get you out of the house tonight.
No, you don't understand. I don't want to get out of the house.
Why not?
Well, I just couldn't, that's all. I've given my word.
Oz, I won't take no for an answer. I'll get you out of the house one way or another.
Thorny, come back here, will you, please?
Yeah?
When you figure out something, let me know.